Human nature is a maze of emotions, strategies, and reactions. In a world where communication has become an integral part of our lives, ignoring is a silent weapon that can hurt as much as sharp words. The irony is that those who choose this game often underestimate the power of responding with silence. Dynamic beginning, the moment that changes the rules. Imagine the situation. You're writing messages day after day, trying to reach someone who seems close. Every time you hit the send button, hope for a response flares up in your heart. But instead, there is nothing, not a single word, not a single hint of feedback. At first, you try to justify their silence. They're busy, or maybe they didn't see it. However, over time, you realize that this is not an accident. It is a conscious choice. And then you decide to act differently. You respond in the same way, with silence. Why do people ignore you? Ignoring is not always a manifestation of indifference. It is a multifaceted tactic that can have different roots: manipulation and control. Ignoring is used as a tool to control your emotions. It is a way to show your importance and make you doubt yourself. Avoidance of conflict. People are often afraid of direct confrontation. For them, ignoring is an escape from possible and pleasant conversations. Emotional protection. Silence sometimes becomes a barrier that a person puts up to protect themselves from excessive emotions, indifference, or overload. Silence is not always malicious. A person may simply be disinterested or emotionally exhausted. How to respond with silence so that you are heard. Your responsive silence should not be an act of desperation, but a conscious strategy. Here are some tips. Stop the initiative. The first step is to stop imposing. If a person decides not to respond, it's their choice, and yours is not to waste energy. Focus on yourself. Instead of waiting, take care of your own development. Start a new project. Go in for sports. Discover new hobbies. Let your absence become obvious. Be silent without explanation. Your silence should be self-sufficient. Do not make excuses or try to explain your decision. The person who has been ignoring you will realize that something has changed. Be steadfast. Resist the temptation to write or call again. The longer you remain silent, the stronger it becomes. The psychological effect of silence. Silence has a powerful psychological effect. A person who is used to your attention suddenly loses this comfort. Doubts begin to appear. Why did they stop writing? What happened? This forces them to analyze the situation and perhaps even rethink their attitude towards you. How do you keep the balance? Although silence can be an effective tactic, it is important not to overuse it. If you care about this person, try to have a sincere conversation first. Perhaps the problem lies in misunderstandings that can be easily resolved. But if dialogue is not possible, silence becomes your ally. Silence as a way of self-respect. Being ignored often causes a feeling of inferiority. However, when you respond with silence, you are asserting your dignity. You are making it clear that your time and energy are valuable, and that you will not waste them on those who do not value them. Ignoring is a silent battle, but you can always turn the tables. Your silence can be not only a response, but also a signal of your strength. Remember, your life is your stage, and only you decide who deserves the roles in your story. So play with confidence, maintain inner harmony, and stay true to yourself. Silence sometimes says more than 1,000 words.